up, you crazy inmates at the asylum? This is the Cinema Asylum podcast, where we all go a little mad sometimes.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
And Paul is not responding to that.
he has enough of your jokes, Matthew.
Oh shit! I forgot to pull up the spray bank.
Anyway,
Be mature, Matthew. God.
I'm Matthew, one of the superhero and sci-fi experts.
I'm Paul Allen, the horror expert.
I am John Thompson, the action and animation expert.
And I'm Dylan, the other superhero and sci-fi expert.
We know all about John's the action expert.
Oh yeah. You could call him a real star about it.
Live free or ride hard.
Live free or ride hard.
Now I understand. Now I understand why you guys do that, because you guys love me, and also I'm the nicest nicest guy here, and also it's so easy to pick on me. I get it.
So you're saying that I'm not nice?
Oh.
That's not what I said.
Why you gotta put me down all the time?
Usually the nicest people don't have to go around touting that they're the nicest people.
Yeah, seriously, if you say that you're a nice guy, you probably aren't.
You know, I sort of act like that is because you started it by accident.
Really? Because you're the first one to say that you were the nicest guy. So technically, you started it. I just ended it.
We're just
very passionate about movies. We're just
I
very
always come last.
We're just very passionate about movies. That's what happens.
Going right over John's head.
Every time.
Because it's spraying too hard.
I got run by a semi-truck. Oh! It ran over my head. You're welcome, listeners.
This is the most unintentionally funny you've ever fucking been.
Why, thank you.
Oh my god. I have got to fucking shake your hand.
Thank you.
That was fucking great.
Thank you, bro.
You didn't get it, but it was fucking great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I almost passed out.
Holy shit, John.
This is why we're buddies.
That was fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Listen, I will always say that Live Free or Ride Hard is the funniest fucking thing that I've said on this podcast, and will probably ever be the funniest thing that I've said on this podcast.
But that was the funniest.
That was the fucking funniest thing that's happened on this podcast. That was fucking great.
That is so sweet of you, Dylan. Thank you.
Holy shit.
I never.
I'll give it to you every time.
That's one of the nicest compliments I ever got from Dylan. That's never happened
very often.
That's never happened before in this podcast. Oh gosh, this is great. Anyway, yeah, I got to watch the whole Power Rangers episode. That was a very cool tribute, and also talk about the Power Rangers. That was a lot of fun for you guys.
Yeah. So it was. I've been meaning to ask this question for the last few weeks. We were supposed to ask it on the podcast before Superhero Month even started. You guys got a week to think about this.
Okay.
What 5 characters, not which characters are your favorite, which 5 comic book characters do you relate to the most?
Oh, okay.
They don't have to be in movies. It could just be actual characters that are not in movies too.
Oh,
Joker,
man.
Hellboy, the Wasp.
I've got one of mine so far, but I've really got to think about it.
Thanos.
Howard the Duck.
Hey.
That might actually end up being on my list. Who knows?
I got Spider-Punk.
Okay, I can see it.
I could definitely see Spider-Punk. I could definitely see that. My man, gosh, that's a tough one.
You got till next week to think about it.
I do, yes, because there's plenty to think about. What superhero that actually kind of reminds me of myself. So that's tough. That's a tough one. Plenty of good ones, that's for sure.
So yeah, you guys ready to jump right into trivia?
Sure.
Please do.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna get stumped again, probably.
Yeah, let me pull the question up real quick.
And after the trivia, I have a announcement after we do trivia, and also a small review of the podcast I actually heard, because I got something to say about Paul's comments respectfully. We'll get to that later.
What about me?
You'll see. You'll see.
Bad things.
Yeah, kind of.
If it is, I will leave.
Smack. Hard smack.
It has to do with your movie predictions. That's all I'm going to say.
The thing we've been arguing about already. Well, kind of arguing.
The fact that Saw X is going to body the creator.
I'm going to get to that.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna fucking body you.
Oh!
Oh, dude, you.
No!
I cannot fucking wait for this. I won last time. I'm gonna win again.
Ooh. You're lucky that you
That
did.
is
We got-
really clipping on there.
That is the wrong channel. I'm turning you down.
Matthew, you're lucky you didn't buy the body mat yet.
No, you're lucky you didn't buy the body mat yet.
I was not planning on buying it to begin with.
What?
I don't know if that
What
was
is
error
going
my part
on
or
here in this
his.
podcast?
That was on him.
Okay.
We are all really clipping. Why are we all so clipping?
I don't know why.
Quip.
I don't know.
I think we're good now.
Okay. All right, here we go.
What is considered the first superhero movie? And what year did it come out?
Fuck. Fuck. That was the hard one.
Well,
The fact that you said what is considered,
I know it's
not
back.
what is the first.
I know it's back in 1940s or earlier. I just freaking know it.
Oh god.
I just know it. Because the best I could think of was a Batman short film that came out like in 1940 something.
It has
That's
to
the
have been-
oldest I could think of.
That is a serial, which are movies made out of TV episodes.
It doesn't count?
I'm not saying till you give your answer.
Okay.
That's
I
not
can't
fair.
give the year, but I could make a
I
guess.
can't hear myself at all.
It was clipping. Not can you hear yourself?
Test. No, I cannot hear myself.
Well, you have one headphone off of your ear.
I can't hear any of you guys actually, and I have one headphone on. Okay, I hear myself now.
Okay, there we
You
go.
were clipping a minute ago. So.
Unfortunately, I can hear John.
Shit! Everybody, headphones off, except for John.
Because he has earbuds.
That's the best I
So
could.
yeah, everybody's got to give their answer before I.
I'm going with serial film Batman 1940. That's the order I can think of.
That was 1943, not 1940.
Okay, 1943.
Yeah, get your shit straight.
Hey, I was close.
It's Batman. You didn't have it right. You had the wrong year, and it's Batman.
I thought I said Batman.
You did say Batman. I'm saying it was Batman, and you had the wrong year. You love Batman. You made a mistake about Batman.
Big fan.
Dylan's really sweating over there.
I'm trying to remember the fucking title. I can't think of the year. That's the fucking thing that's getting me. Because I have a pretty solid guess. More solid than Batman.
What do you got?
It's between two for me. Because the first one, which I'm not wholly sold on. I'm more sold on the second one. The first one just I wouldn't have thought it to be what you said it was fucking weeks ago. It's a previous answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the first Zorro movie. I can't remember the fucking year.
Paul, what do you
I
got?
think I'm wrong, but
You're asking a horror fan.
You're not even going to take a shot?
No.
Do you want to guess the year, Dylan?
I can't. I can't give a solid shot. I haven't seen all the Zorro movies, so I
Give it a wild
Does
guess.
that count as a superhero?
According to Google,
I would say mid to late 1930s.
you got half of it right. The Mark of Zero in 1920.
Ah!
Okay. Wow.
Was it a silent movie?
I believe so.
Okay, that's why. Okay, that's
Huh.
what got me to guess the 1930s. Okay,
Interesting.
Yeah, it was 1920.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Damn.
Wow.
So do I get at least half a point?
Half a point.
Okay.
There you go. Man,
Matthew,
1920s.
I gotta say, I'm pretty sure you've asked that question before.
No, I haven't. I asked what was the first action movie that cleaned up with the Oscars.
And it was Zorro?
It was Robin Hood.
That was Robin Hood.
Oh, okay.
You would
Robin
guess
Hood
the-
was the other one.
Yeah, you had guessed Zorro before.
Okay.
Well, so much for that. Wow, that was
Damn.
that was over 100 years ago. Dang.
I mean, at least I guessed the movie.
Yeah.
I guess.
I would have never.
So
I would
I'm
have
at
never got
10 and a
that.
half points now.
Yeah.
I would
I'm
never
going
got
to start
that.
making these questions even harder.
Oh, God. The only reason why I guessed that one was because we gave that as a previous answer.
True.
Fuck!
So, has anybody seen new movies this week?
What? You guys can go first if you like.
I mean, I might as well go first.
Okay.
Okay.
I kind of stay in the same genre this week. I've seen 3 new movies. I finally saw The Wedding Between Jake and Amy on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
I fucking love it. That was so sweet, man.
It was.
But other than that, it's kind of been rewatching. Like we've been rewatching Supernatural. Been watching that. I rewatched the first Goosebumps movie from starring Dylan Minnette.
Yeah.
I rewatched that one today. But picking up where I left off 2 weeks ago, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Yes.
Dream Warriors. I don't know. I liked it. I definitely see why it's a lot of people's favorites.
Definitely.
One of the things that I see though is going through TikTok. I'm on Horror Talk right now,
Yeah.
and I've been seeing a lot of stuff from Nightmare fans, and there have been people talking about their favorite and least favorite Nightmare movies, and it seems to be split down the middle. People either really love Dream Warriors or they're kind of indifferent to Dream Warriors. Like they don't see that it's a bad movie or anything, but they're like there's not a whole lot going on during it.
Yeah.
And like I see that as well. One thing that I didn't like about that movie was how fast they killed everybody off.
Yeah. It was
It
really
kind of
quick.
like jumped between every single fucking teen
Yeah.
in the last 20 minutes.
Yep.
And I was like, I do gotta say, John, if you haven't watched it, watch it with your parents.
No.
Oh, come on.
That is not
there's
gonna
there's
happen.
a very specific scene in there.
That
That
is
I think
not-
that would be great to watch with your parents.
If-
I won't say what it was. I don't expect either of you two to say it either. But I think it would go down really well.
I know exactly what scene you're talking about.
If I pulled this off as an April Fool's prank for next year, they would kill me. So no.
Who would kill you? Us or your
yeah,
parents?
if we got involved
Wait,
with
did you say
it,
pull
and
this
then,
up?
and then yeah, if we got involved and parents were like, okay, I'm going to show you a scene. Actually, you don't forget it. Forget it.
No, just watch it with your parents.
Did he say pull this up?
I have no
think he
clue at this
I
point.
think you did.
So, did you know one of the Elm Streets was made in Indiana?
No, I didn't.
The remake.
No, I knew that. Yeah.
Gary, Indiana.
Because that was one of the first trivia questions that you asked, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops.
Damn it, Matthew. Repeating the same trivia. How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you?
How dare you?
I'm getting pretty good at this growl thing.
You couldn't catch me in a million years doing that. There's no way.
Whoa, okay.
All right, John, now you.
No thanks. No thanks.
Vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Dream Wars, that was like my one complaint about it. I prefer the second one versus this one.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why. I think it was more the possession thing of the second one. I think that's what
Yeah.
did it more for me. That was just a bit cooler in my opinion.
Are you a possessive person?
176. Fucking
Hey.
Poor Dylan had to pull out more of his bad puns.
You're dreaming this will end.
Son of a bitch! This is a fucking nightmare. But
Thank you.
Oh.
Even Angel was laughing down there.
I'm up to 28. Yeah. So I watched 3. I also watched 4. The recasting of Kristen. Is that right? The Dreamwalker. Is that
I
right?
don't remember.
I'm pretty sure her name was Kristen. The recasting of Kristen threw me way off. Like, I mean, I started watching it and they were calling her Kristen. I was like, oh, this is a new character?
Most of the recast can be very confusing.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then she gave her like the dream walking powers in it. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Wait till you get to New Nightmare.
Oh, I know about New Nightmare. I read the summary about New Nightmare. I didn't know that you could get more meta than Scream did when it comes to horror movies.
I
I
feel
didn't know
like
you could.
I feel like New Nightmare is actually the scariest of the franchise.
Really?
I kind of think so. What do you think, Paul?
Don't ask me. I'm just the horror expert.
About Nightmare on Elm Street?
I never got that into the Nightmare movies.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
That-
They're all
that
on
is
Max right
interesting.
now.
Welcome to Paul's
I've
first
seen-
hot take.
How's that a hot take? I just
That you
got
never
into
see
them.
any of the Nightmare on Elm
That's
Street.
not a hot
I,
take.
I never said I haven't seen them.
I meant to say that you didn't get into it because a lot of people are, including Josh, who is the biggest horror freak. Josh Modick, my friend, he loves horror big time.
I think Paul's probably a bigger horror fan, though. Because he's seen a lot of the
No
movies
doubt.
Josh probably's never heard of.
Well,
Speaking of which, we all need to watch Blood and Honey together.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. So there's 3 in this room that's voting for it. That's the majority. We win.
And now we have facial references on camera. So every time John looks destroyed, we've got to...
oh, screw you guys.
No, thank you.
Suck it up.
No, thank you.
That's just a piece of trash. Dear God.
Have you seen it?
No, and I
love
do
this.
not
No, no,
want
no,
to.
no, no, no.
Okay, hold up, John. If you haven't seen it, how can you call it a piece of trash?
Exactly. I say that the Mulan remake is trash all the fucking time. You say that you're going to give it a chance. Give Blood and Honey a chance.
No.
You say to give movies a fucking chance. Give it a fucking chance.
I'm not going to let my
Give it a fucking chance.
I'm not getting my
Give it a
childhood
fucking
ruined.
chance. Give it a fucking chance.
You get no comment from me.
Good, so you're going to give it a chance.
No!
3 wins.
No!
3 versus 1,
No!
baby.
No!
That's how democracy
No!
works.
No! I am skipping like the plague.
Wow, I can't believe
I
that
didn't
we were
know the
going to
plug
do
skips.
a video review of Blood and Honey. You're not going to be there for that content.
Ooh.
I'm not. I won't regret it. Because I'm not going to let my childhood be ruined by watching this movie. Because it's just a terrible idea to
John!
begin with.
John, it doesn't ruin your fucking childhood.
There's even more coming soon.
Blood and Honey 2 is confirmed.
Yeah,
Not just that. There's Mary Had a Little Lamb and 3 Blind Mice coming out as horror movies.
that's
The
a
Three
very
Blind Mice one.
that's a very strange one.
Those are 2 different movies,
They are.
but they're both horror movies.
right.
No, it's a
but
mashup.
but I didn't get into like oh, I'm the biggest fan of those stories. No. I'm the
To be fair, who
wait,
does?
I'm sorry. I'm the biggest Winnie the Pooh fan, and like I said, it's offensive that it exists.
That's a bunch of poo.
Put that
Oh,
in
hey.
the bank.
Oh, hey, no. Hey, so
Dang
did
it.
they confirm that they're going to make like a Toy Story version?
I think so, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Make your fucking choice, John. It's either the Toy Story one or Blood and Honey.
No.
Make your fucking decision.
That's gotta be a rumor.
Make your
That's
fucking
not
decision.
true.
Make your fucking decision. Which is it? Overrated franchise or Winnie the Pooh?
Oh, don't shut up.
Which is it?
It's not.
Which is
overrated.
I think...
Oh, hey, I have a
Hear
tweet
me-
to show you, by the way.
Hear me out real quick, though. I feel like the Toy Story one is going to be like Sid like experimenting on toys.
You know what?
Ugh.
You know what? I'm fine with it.
Go
Yeah.
on.
Whew, okay, I need to.
Beheadings? Beheadings.
Whew.
Beheadings?
Take
Beheadings.
take a breather, John. This is just what happens when the guys get you.
Petting yourself will not help.
Oh, hey, John, look at this. Look at this tweet. You see that? Toy
Toy
Story 2 was
Story.
okay.
They're wrong. They are so wrong. That is like
Strong opinions being expressed in the restroom. Tweeted, sharing this with John ASAP. Also, they're right. On our official account.
no.
Also, they're right.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
They are so wrong.
Hey, you're not willing to give Blood and Honey a chance. I think you need to shut it right now.
If
I
I
can't believe you're not willing to give a movie a chance just because
You
you're
should
afraid
not
that's
be
gonna
this
ruin your
surprised.
childhood.
if I have to rewatch
Yeah, that you're a wimp.
if I have to rewatch Shark Side of the Moon, you've got to watch Blood and Honey. I've seen Shark Side of the Moon. I know what kind of abomination it is. I'm still rewatching it.
He's got a fucking point. He's got a fucking point.
Are
It
people-
was your idea to do those.
Are people receiving your reaction on screen?
Yes.
They are.
So you going to do something to him that you wouldn't be willing to do to yourself? That's pretty hypocritical, John.
Oh God, guys, you're gonna make me try to make a choice, aren't you?
You're going to make a choice.
Okay, John, I'll give you a choice.
Okay.
You have to say yes to one of these two. Dylan, I think, will agree that it's fair.
I'm sure I will.
And what is the choice?
Hold on.
Okay.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Okay.
Second choice. You ready for this?
Okay.
The Exorcist Believer.
That's fair.
Oh,
That's fair. That's
no.
fair.
One will be a really well-made movie. One won't be. You got your choice.
It's up to you to decide which is which.
Hear me out. Hear
Okay,
me out.
okay. Okay.
The Exorcist Believer
Right.
deals with a very real topic of possession.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
You, as a Christian, I'm sure,
Yes.
can appreciate that message.
Oh boy.
Which is it going to be, buddy boy?
Oh man.
So you have the Exorcist
Let me think about
Believer.
it, Taker.
All right, here's the choices.
All right.
You have the Exorcist Believer,
Okay.
which is going to feature a lot of views that you agree with, but still be scary as shit.
Yeah.
In fact, the trailers look absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm even too scared to go see it.
So am I.
I've always just been
I'm too
afraid of
scared
The
to see it,
Exorcist.
too.
I'm good.
I'm too scared.
Or you can see Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, which is a masterpiece.
It's going to be stupid good fun. Just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Exactly.
Just like Sharknado.
Exactly.
It's not going to ruin your childhood. It's
Okay.
really not. It'd be different if it was an actual fucking bear doing it.
It's going to be like watching Batman and
Cocaine
Robin.
Bear.
Yeah.
It's going to be like watching Batman and Robin.
Sure.
I mean, Cocaine Bear is a good film. It is.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's fun. But oh boy. Okay. All right. Okay. Before I make this decision, let me just say this, Lord, please forgive me. Whatever decision I make.
There's a song that's in my head right now. Buried alive inside of my own grave.
All right.
You dug your own grave.
You did.
Which is it?
Oh God, I'm gonna watch Blood and Honey.
Yes!
I'll watch it. I'm gonna
Yes!
watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yes!
You-
I will be there.
You also do have to see The Exorcist with me, though.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's
You
not
said,
negotiable.
No. You said choice. I only have one choice.
I was
I mean,
asking a
choice
choice of which you
now.
prefer.
I defer to watch what I can't believe I'm freaking saying this. Okay. I don't know if I should trust you. It will not ruin my childhood. But the only reason why I'm doing this is because I'm only going to watch this movie once. That is it. I'll never watch it again.
C-3PO. Thank the maker.
No, John. I sincerely think that it's not going to ruin your childhood.
Okay.
Because it's going to be so far away from your fucking childhood.
All right.
There's going to be this entire disconnect between the two.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to do anything or mess up your perception of Winnie the Pooh at all.
Okay.
I genuinely believe
It
that,
won't
100%
ruin my
serious.
love for Winnie the Pooh in general.
No.
No, absolutely not.
It's going to be stupid fun.
to me, it looks like Paul could either confirm or deny this, but it looks like it's imagine Jason Voorhees, but he wore a Winnie the Pooh mask. Is that accurate?
I heard
Accurate.
that. I heard that before.
Yeah. So that's basically all it's going to be. Is they're going to have like the masks of the fucking characters, and that's it.
Which the mask looks horrendous. It looks really bad.
Yeah. No, it's supposed to.
Yeah. But wow, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Dylan,
Fuck.
will you see The Exorcist Believer with me?
God, fucking probably not.
Probably not.
I'm
no.
sorry. I'm being 100%. There are very few movies that I don't want to subject myself to, like to the point where I will run fucking screaming from the fucking room if it starts playing.
Yep.
The Exorcist is one of them. I have never seen it. I don't have much of a fucking desire to see it. Like, I
Me
might
either.
check it out one day.
Right.
But watching that fucking 2-minute long trailer was one of the worst 2 minutes of my life.
Have you seen the new one?
There's
the,
an even
the
worse
trailer for
trailer.
the new one?
No, the second trailer.
No.
That's even worse.
It's worse.
Dude, I don't know if I can.
It looks terrifying
Man. Dude,
in all the right ways.
living with fucking spirits, that would fuck me up. No, like that could really fuck me up. I have no fucking idea, man. That's one of the things that
You
I'm
know
really
how
afraid
much
about.
of a believer in Christ I am, big time, for pretty much all of 18 years. But yeah, honest, I wanted to avoid this. I couldn't. But the fact that Matthew took the choice to watch Shark Side of the Moon, which I'm more interested in that one than Blood and Honey. But son of a gun.
I've seen Shark Side of the Moon before. I know exactly what the crap I'm getting into with you guys.
Yeah.
I'd
I have
rather
no
wash my
idea.
eyes out with bleach.
Well, there is another movie that you could see with me, John, and it's a movie I'm about to review.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Dylan. Did you have one more movie that you want to talk about that you also got to watch besides those two Nightmare movies? The movies we got to watch this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
my
never
last
finished.
movie was Spiral.
Yeah, we never
I finally
finished.
Oh,
watched
Spiral.
I
We
literally
watched
just
that
watched
today.
that earlier today.
Yeah, we did too. I liked it. Okay. I understand why people say that it's the worst Saw movie. I get that. There are a lot of people that say that. Okay. I've said it a million times before. I'll say it a million times again. If I find a movie entertaining, I'm not going to say that it's a bad movie. I'm not. There were issues with this movie. I felt like the writing found its pace after he got his partner. And after they got the partner and they visited Boz's family, that's when I thought, just after that is when it found its pace. It found its like that's where the writing got really good. I had some issues with that. Chris Rock came off a little strong in the role, in my opinion. Like, it just felt very stereotypical, like, harsh detective. You know? I felt like he was
Interesting
overselling it a
choice.
little bit.
So his acting was rock hard in that.
Oh
Fucking hell.
gosh.
I'll count that one. The only
He's
reason
trying
why
to
I didn't
get-
count
he's
that
trying
Boo
to-
earlier
He wants to get up to
was
200 puns before we even get to the next episode.
78 or 178.
Yeah, these puns are spiraling out of control.
Oh
Son
god.
of a bitch, 179.
That one was the worst. That's really bad.
No, I called who the fuck killer was pretty early into the movie. She can testify
it's
to that.
not hard to figure that one
Yeah.
out.
I don't know. I liked it. I will absolutely say that. I just didn't like how it ended. We typically end on like a twist in the Saw movies. That is a common trope, so like it's something that I should have fucking seen. But it left the open-endedness of like did those agents or did the SWAT team see the fact that that was a guy who supposedly died? Did they see his face?
Right.
On top of that, if they didn't see his face, that guy had called in. It was like, there's a man firing a gun off in this fucking warehouse. Please come help. He fired one bullet off. Zeke did. And he had residue on his fucking hands from it. So are they going to connect that to all the other bullets that were fired off before the one. There's that. So then it leads into like, oh man, so is he fully framed for this? Like, what all is going to go on? Because up until like his dad died, I was like, I mean, there's a witness there. I was like, he could be like, oh no, it wasn't my son. But like, I want to fucking know what happened now, and we're never going to know.
That's interesting.
Never say never. There could be a Spiral 2.
Yeah, but not about his character. That's the fucking thing. Because Chris Rock has been shitting on the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, okay.
Didn't he write it?
Yes. He was an executive producer. He probably had some pull in the writers' room.
Oh, my.
I believe that's what everybody was saying was that he had written at least parts of it. He was the one that wanted to do the movie. But he's on stage doing comedy specials shitting on it. Because this was also after the Oscars last year with the Will Smith slap.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was cracking jokes about that in the same fucking special. So there's like a clip where he's like, yeah, I was in a really bad Saw movie. It fucking sucked, blah, 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 and like continued on. But it's like, you fucking made the movie. You can't be like, oh, well, this movie was shit, ha ha ha. But like, you made it. You like you can't be like, oh well, they made really poor decisions because you were the one making the fucking decisions.
Well, yeah.
like that's like Bob Iger being like, oh man, yeah, I can't believe that we're putting out so much fucking shit. Like Disney fucking needs to cool its jets. It's like, you're the one making the decisions.
But to be
like, what is wrong with you?
But to be fair, though, with Chris Rock, he's not the first actors or actress, which we all know, regret being in a movie or actually start in it. Like Mark Wahlberg in The Happening. Oh, I did not want to be part of this movie. There's even actors that regretted being in good movies, which is weird.
The Happening was a good movie.
Okay, but did Mark Wahlberg have a full-on hand in the production?
That's a new meme.
Are you insane?
That facial expression's a new meme.
That's one of M. Night Shyamalan's worst films.
Okay, but did Mark Wahlberg have a shit ton of say in the production?
He did say that Zooey Deschanel, which I believe she was in that film, he said that Zooey Deschanel was horrible in that movie too.
Okay, that's somebody else's decision. But was he one of the people that were making the decisions for the movie? He wasn't just an actor in it.
No.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
No,
that's not the same fucking defense
I
for
do believe
Chris Rock.
Shyamalan wrote the film.
Chris Rock fucking was whole hands in on this movie. He's the reason why it was made. It wasn't just M. Night Shyamalan. It wasn't like how M. Night Shyamalan was like, okay, I want to make this movie.
Right.
No, it wasn't like that. Chris Rock wanted to make that movie. So the fact that he's like, oh yeah, no, that movie was bad. I starred in it. Blah 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 blah. Like, nah, dude, you didn't just fucking star in it. You
wrote
fucking made it.
Yeah.
He was part of the actual production.
Exactly. It's like you could have cut all these fucking decisions. You could have. Now again, I liked the movie. I had fun watching it. I thought it was a good movie. There were parts of it that I didn't like. Absolutely. There's not a perfect movie out there. There are actually no. I will say that there are perfect movies out there. Creed 3 fucking exists.
The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Yep.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Yeah, just
No Way Home.
No Way Home. There are perfect movies out there. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. It's such a small chance of making a perfect movie. Everything has to fucking go right.
Right.
And it can't happen with every single fucking movie. You're not going to know if everything's going to land right until it gets out to audiences.
Yeah.
So there's no fault there. But when you have such a fucking grip on the production that you're the reason that this movie was made, and like you helped produce it and write it and you starred in it, you were all over production with this fucking thing. You cannot be like, oh yeah, I was in a bad Saw movie. No, dude, you made the bad Saw movie. There's a fucking difference here. Own up to it.
That's just weird.
I'm tired of his fucking attitude. Like, fucking own up to it.
I'm kind of
like
tired
any
of
other
him in
fucking
general.
person.
I'm kind of tired of him in general. I mean, ball
Well, after the fucking Oscars.
because yeah. And I'm saying this now. Ball jokes are not funny. They're not. You can't make fun of a woman being bald. That's a serious disease with cancer.
Yeah,
I just and I blame Chris Rock for that joke. I'm sorry. And Will Smith had the right to do that. I mean, but then again, it was wrong for him to do it. But still, shut up. Just shut your mouth. That's all I'm going to say, Chris Rock.
I'm going to actually fully agree with that.
Thank you.
I won't fully agree about like what Will Smith did was wrong. And it's a hot take. It's such a divisive topic, and I don't want to really talk about it for more than like.
Yeah, we won't. No.
Yeah.
But it's like he was defending his wife, man.
Absolutely.
Like, who the fuck wouldn't defend their fucking partner, especially when it's in relation to somebody making a joke about health issues that the person has.
Right.
Yep.
Like, I personally don't fault him for that. Like, yeah, that probably wasn't the time or place to confront him about it, but I still don't fucking blame him for it.
Yeah.
Like, I would do the same thing for her. So,
Okay, I'm going to go through the movies I got to see this week. I'm going to pull my letterbox this time because I don't normally get a chance to do that.
While you're pulling up your letterbox, I'll just see what I've seen real quick. I caught up on Foundation season 2,
Oh, nice. One of the best looking science fiction shows.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
so you got to see We Pace.
Very close. Very close. Because they upgraded to MA for season 2.
Oh, boy.
They should show his butt in the outline.
Well, there you go. There you go. Okay, so I got to watch 4 movies this week. I got to watch Murder on the Orient Express. Great mystery. Really enjoy it. Expendables 1 and 2. They're so much fun.
They are.
They're fun.
I told you.
I mean, I knew I would enjoy him, but the thing is, though, that when the Expendables came out in 2010, I was like 16. I was not allowed to watch R-rated films when I was 16. Then when the Expendables 2 came out, when in 2012, I was 18. My parents still not allowed me to watch rated R films until I got older when I went to go see Thank You for Your Service. That was the first R-rated film I watched in theaters. And the first superhero movie I watched that was rated R, it was called Logan. So there you go.
The Chuck Norris part of Expendables 2.
Yes. Chuck Norris was great. He was so much fun. And the one criticism I have about the Expendables, there was not enough Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger in the first one. There was enough of them in the second movie. I was thinking, thank you, you fixed the problem. So I love the first 2 Expendable movies. I heard Expendables 3 was not that good because it's PG-13.
It's still good.
But
I've got the unrated cut.
but I enjoyed it. Mom and I went to go see a movie that's our subject that we enjoy, Christian movies, of course. The film is called The Hill, and it stars Dennis Quaid as a preacher. It is actually based on a true story of his son wanting to play baseball, but he wanted him to be a preacher instead. But he didn't want to give up his dreams to become a baseball player. So it's a spiritual movie and also a going for your dreams movie. And Mom and I, we loved it. We had a great time seeing that. In fact, I enjoy going to the movies with Mom in general. It's really fun to go see new movies, especially the part that we're interested of seeing. So I got to see 4 great movies this week. So good week for me so far.
I guess Paul's jumping into his Nun review now that we finished that off.
I can do it now.
Well, yeah, we were still trying to finish that off. That was part of the thing we were already doing.
Yeah, what you think of it, my friend?
Well, I'll do my rewatches first.
Yeah.
I rewatched Spiral twice.
wait, like both today?
No.
Oh,
So I watched it a few days ago independently, just because I saw it was on Hulu.
yeah.
And I was like, why not? You know, I haven't seen it since I watched it with my mom back, I'm wanting to say late 2021. So I was like, you know, I love the franchise, so why not watch it again? So I did, and then I have a friend who wanted to watch it, shockingly, because she's not that into horror. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm watching it again. I know that it's not the most popular in the franchise, and I get why, but I really enjoy it, and it's one of my favorite in the franchise.
Yeah.
I like that it has its differences
Yes.
from the primary franchise.
Yes.
The only one that I don't like is the killer's voice.
Yeah.
It was a little too cheesy, you know. And I mean, I get why they didn't use the traditional voice, because obviously it's not supposed to be connected to John Kramer.
Right.
So I do get it, but I still think that they should have done the voice differently.
You
Well-
saw it twice.
Oh, you son of a bitch. 180. No, I totally understand that. That's something that was kind of pulling us out of it. I totally understand that.
That was a good one.
I think that they should have gone forward with using Kramer's voice
Mhm.
because it's not like this movie was made back in 2006.
Right.
Like we have the use of AI. Like they could have used that in like we were talking about AI a bit earlier. Like AI is just a tool, but they could have still kind of played into that with Kramer's voice
Yeah.
because voice coders have always been a fucking thing. Like that's just AI copying over your voice and all this other shit. Like they could have easily fucking utilized that. He was a fucking cop. He had fucking access to fucking records and evidence. Like considering the fact that he was on the case of a copycat killer, he could have utilized it, but he decided fucking not to. I'm
You
with
could
you
have-
there.
I mean, they could have easily gone the Jigsaw route, which I think Jigsaw is definitely one of my favorites of the franchise as well.
Yeah.
Where they actually accessed old blood samples of John Kramer,
Yeah.
for example, to make it look like he was still alive. They dug up his grave. I feel like they could have done more in Spiral like that.
Yeah.
They didn't. It was still a good movie. I felt like there wasn't as many traps for some reason. I might be mistaken.
There were like 3 traps.
There wasn't that
like
many.
3 official traps.
Yeah. The traps were decent.
Yeah.
Not nearly as exciting as the other movies.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is Jigsaw streaming anywhere?
Yes. Hold on. We watched
I'm
it through
wanting
streaming
to
the other day.
I'm wanting to say it's on iTunes or Apple TV or something like that.
Because I want to watch them all before I go see Saw X with you.
You're actually seeing Saw X with me.
I told you I would.
Okay.
It's
Good.
on MGM Plus.
Well, that doesn't
It's also on Amazon Prime.
I've got that.
Amazon Prime is what I saw. it
Yeah,
on.
yeah, that's
Okay.
that's why.
Yeah,
And I
wanted
do
that.
have
Yeah.
MGM Plus. I do have that.
Well, I have Amazon Prime, so.
Okay.
But yeah, so I rewatched Spiral, and I enjoyed it just like I did the first time I seen it. Chris Rock's performance, it's 50-50. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
It
Well-
didn't completely rock.
Matthew,
181. It got better throughout the movie.
yes. I felt like his character did progress nicely.
Yes.
It was
I-
off to a rocky start.
I feel
Son of a fucking bitch! We gotta have like a timer where you can't.
182.
And, like,
Good Lord, Matthew.
May I continue, please? I can go on. Okay.
Yes. No more bad puns, please.
No, that's a Herculean task. You can't ask him of that. Paul, please continue.
I don't even remember what I was saying at this point.
We had just talked about how
Thanks,
he
Matthew.
progressed pretty well throughout the
Yes,
You let him
he,
forget.
his character progressed very well. I love Samuel L. Jackson so much.
Yeah.
He's great.
I love the line "fuck you very much."
yeah. I fucking love that bit. I'm gonna start fucking using that shit.
Oh yeah, I'm about to use it on Matthew if he makes another pun.
Ooh. Matthew, don't. Don't do it.
I'll wait a few minutes, and then when you're not expecting.
No.
No.
If I hear one
Try
more
to
pun,
do no more bad puns throughout the entire podcast. Like, throughout the...
and no more good puns either.
You gotta take the deal, buddy.
We can't. That's like completely stripping Matthew of his like
Power.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like stripping out part of the soul of the episode of the series.
The thing is, though, when they're trying to talk something important, and also with the movie review, you're going to have a back pun, and the people are going to forget. So try not to do any more bad puns throughout the entire show.
Matthew,
Not even good puns.
I'm giving you the green light.
Don't.
As the person in charge of the spray bank, I'm giving you the green light. But there has to be 30 seconds in between.
Okay.
All right, fine.
We gotta limit it a little bit.
Fine, 30 seconds in between. Anyway, Continue, Paul.
Start the timer.
Oh, I got the timer right here. I can get the stopwatch ready right now. I use that when I brush my teeth. Go.
I saw The Nun 2.
All right.
How was that?
I loved it. I will say, one thing I wasn't a fan of was a lot of the scenes were really dark.
Mm.
And I'm sure it was purposeful, but it was a little too dark. I couldn't make out details as well in certain scenes, and I love to analyze details because I like to pick the scene apart a little bit. An example of the scenes being dark is there was one scene where two of the lead characters are talking in a classroom, and they are like right in front of a window that has the sun shining through it. All you see is their silhouettes, which I can see why that would be purposeful. But to
Yeah.
me as a filmmaker, I would have made a different choice for lighting. That being said, the nun herself was not in it as much as I was thinking.
Really?
Not really until the end. It was is it okay if I do a spoiler?
You
Go
might as
for it.
well.
Please
Yeah.
do.
I feel like it's expected at this point.
Spoiler alert, motherfuckers. So, most of the movie, the Valak demon does her work through Maurice, who is, of course, from the first Nun movie as well. And you see it teased at the end, you know, where they're driving away in the buggy, and he has the upside down cross that is formed in his neck. He is essentially the force of the nun throughout most of this movie. I'm not sure what the actor's name is, but his performance was really good. And also, shockingly, there's an actress that plays a teacher, and I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but she plays a teacher in this movie, and the moment I saw her on screen, I'm like, I know who this is. I've seen that face before. And I was racking my brain for about a half hour in this movie, trying to decipher who this was, and then it hit me. It's the older sister from the Chronicles of Narnia.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And
No fucking way.
I seen the first one. It's good.
I've not seen any of them.
Fuck you very much.
No, thank you.
You couldn't afford me anyway.
I seen the first one, but I was a little too scared.
That was my reaction. That was my
What?
reaction. Whenever I realized, because of course, you know,
Dylan just pulled up
she-
what was in it.
she looks a little bit older now,
Anna
of course.
Popplewell.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But I was very surprised to see her in a movie like this because I don't think she's ever done horror before.
Not from what I see.
I know Netflix is remaking the Narnia series.
I don't think it involves that cast though.
It doesn't. It's going to be a remake, and they're doing the full series of like 7 books.
I think that it's long overdue, but it might be a little too late for some fans.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But so she was in it. She did amazing. I mean, she's a wonderful actress.
Yeah.
I've never seen her in a movie that I didn't like her role,
Okay.
or her performance rather.
I admire her for that.
And then, of course, the standout performance, just like in the first Nun, for me, was Thaisa Farmiga. She did really, really good. I really wish we could have seen more of Bonnie Aarons as the nun.
Mm.
I really wish we could have seen her more. I mean, not that I know her personally, but I've read up on her as a person. I know people who know her personally, and I've never heard anything bad about her, only wonderful things. So I really wish that they would have had her in it more. The plot was very straightforward. It was essentially these mysterious deaths are happening around various holy locations, and they feel like it's the same demon as from the first Nun movie, which duh. So they send Sister Irene to go and investigate because she survived the nun. So they're like, "Hey, you've been through this before. You have some trauma. You might have PTSD, but can you go and do it again, please?"
Whoa.
Ready for round 2?
Yeah. So
Fight.
Matthew.
All I said was fight.
Okay, I thought you were going for a pun.
I'm waiting till you're done, and then I'll do another one.
You are not doing another pun.
I am.
You are not.
Matt, no, Matt, keep it up. You're at 5 minutes and 12 seconds. I got the time right here, viewers.
That's impressive.
5:16.
I want to see how long you can go without making another horrendous pun
Yes. Without another horrendous pun. Continue, Paul.
or a good pun. Either way. So anyway, strongest performance, Taissa Farmiga. The actor who plays Maurice is very good in this movie as well. They had a lot more child actors too in this one. Of course, I don't think there was any in the first one.
So, by default, there were more
Well,
child
yeah.
actors in this
Yes.
one.
But no, I was just saying more than I would have expected. I mean,
Right.
I know that a large part of the plot is, it centers around the school, a boarding school. I just didn't anticipate that many main players. But it was a very, very good movie. It was, and I haven't seen The Curse of La Llorona, and I have not seen The Crooked Man. So I cannot compare it to those two. But from the other Conjuring universe movies, I don't know if people are going to agree with me on this. I feel like this one had a little bit more gore.
Wait. Are Crooked Man and Curse of La Llorona part of the Conjuring universe?
Yeah.
Real? I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Curse was. I didn't know Crooked Man was.
It's literally in The Conjuring too.
I
Huh.
haven't watched The Conjuring 2.
I mean, I haven't watched any of them, but I didn't fucking know.
I'm not planning
Yeah.
on it.
So,
After what happened that one day, I'm never watching The Conjuring again.
but yeah, as far as where I'd rank it in the Conjuring franchise, I'd say top half.
Okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't say top 3, but I would say top half.
Okay.
You got a star rating for it?
I think I put it at 5.
I still want none of it.
Oh.
Well,
I
Hey,
waited
three.
till you were done.
That was earned.
Who said I was done?
Oh.
Well,
You gave it the
you
rating.
did survive,
I
though.
did.
You did survive. 7 minutes, 24
I did say no more
32
puns.
seconds.
I did say no more puns, and you completely ignored me.
Yes, you
I
did.
know.
We're going to do it again, and this time we're going to make it longer than 7:24, so no more.
We're gonna make it no more for the rest of the fucking episode.
No.
Don't worry, I won't do any puns either, Paul,
As the
because you and I
scorekeeper,
got the
I'm
hang
saying
out
no.
more than once, so I won't do it.
Matthew, I hope that you set that low bar on purpose. So now there's no expectation for you to excel.
But anyway,
because honestly, I feel that. I perfectly resonate with that.
so anyway, 5 stars. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I really love the Conjuring franchise. I really love it.
Very
It's
cool.
a very well done franchise. It's terrifying, especially the first one.
Yeah. Never doing that again.
As far as I don't know, I guess I could give a brief ranking. The Conjuring one is probably my favorite in the franchise.
Nice.
Not because it's the first, but because I feel like it's the scariest.
Okay.
Okay.
Easily.
Matt, how can you say that? You haven't seen the others.
I've seen Annabelle.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've seen those two, yeah.
Annabelle Creation would be my second favorite, which might come as a shock to some horror fans. I really enjoyed it. I just really enjoyed it. I'd say third favorite, Conjuring 2. Again, I enjoyed it. Conjuring 3, The Nun 2. Trying to think of what else there is. Basically, at the bottom of the list is going to be the first Annabelle. I wasn't really the biggest fan of that one.
A lot of people said that too.
Wasn't there one called Annabelle Comes Home?
Yes.
Something
It's above the first Annabelle.
like that? Okay.
And then what about the two spin-offs?
Which
The
ones?
Curse and then Crooked Man.
Did you not pay any attention to my
I thought
fucking
he said
review?
that he didn't.
Oh, Crooked Man
Watch
was
them.
part of Conjuring 2.
Yes.
I thought it
Well,
was
the
separate.
character
Yeah, I
is.
thought you said it was a separate movie.
It is.
Yeah, there's a Crooked Man movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't watch those.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
specified that.
Yeah, he
It's
said
getting
aside
late.
from those two.
It's after 11, okay?
Yeah.
I'll have you know I've been up since 6 a.m.
Rest in fucking peace, man.
At this point, I would fucking welcome that with open arms.
Go to your
Like,
grave.
my grave is dug. I'm just sitting this one out to go lay down.
But yeah, that pretty much that sums it up here.
Where does your song rank in the rankings?
Oh, my song, The Conjuring?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't fucking rank it with the movies.
I just wanted to see your reaction.
I like my song.
I just wanted to see what kind of reaction did you make.
It's one of my favorite songs that I've done. I think it's one of the best put together. I think it's one of my best vocal performances. Fans got injured moshing to it, so
That's always the highlight.
it is.
Yeah.
There was actually a broken nose once.
Oh no.
John's next. Wait, what?
Matthew, be quiet. Be quiet. I'm never gonna have a broken nose.
I also, and I know this probably doesn't count for movies you've seen this week. Well, it shouldn't count.
To be fair, I had rewatches and TV on mine, so
Well, this is a trailer.
I mean, still, yeah, that's fine.
Matthew got me to watch the trailer for The Creator. And I'm saying this because I know that John has some very strong opinions about me for my stance on this. I am not excited for The Creator. It looks like the same stuff we've seen 1,000 times. I think it will be visually good. I think it will be visually very, very good. But I'm not that excited for it. And
What were your thoughts on Rogue One?
Matthew is going to hate me.
Yeah, well, genuinely, I'm asking.
Here's the same thoughts as you.
Okay,
I'm not a fan of Rogue One.
but it's because of the direction, right?
Partially.
Like, did you like what they did with the story and everything, and how they built like the universe a little bit more?
50-50.
Okay.
You are breaking Matthew's heart. And you're breaking my heart too.
Yeah, because creators by the same guy, Gareth Edwards.
Right.
And that was the main reason why I wasn't super excited about Creator. I still have not seen a fucking trailer for this movie.
He's also did Godzilla 2014 though.
Yeah, I'd have to rewatch that. It's been a minute since I watched Godzilla.
I will say, though, the creator has not done well on advertising at all.
No,
Yeah.
I can agree
It's-
with that.
It's been, how long has it been known that this movie was coming out in September?
I believe January.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah, and there's been like no advertising.
I literally just saw the first ad for it today. Literally today. And I think where John is going to get pissed at me is I do not think it's going to do that well at the box office. I think it'll do...
Okay.
Let me fucking talk.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, hold on. I want to remind everybody that we have every right now to request somebody to be muted while we are trying to talk about something.
Fucking mute John.
Ah, crap.
You did it to yourself.
Pretty sure that's my microphone, asshole. John speaks so we can make sure you're muted. Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm not saying that it's going to do poorly financially. I think it might do fairly well. But I think that with the lack of advertising, it's not going to have that much to go off of to get foot traffic in there. I think that will hurt it. You can shake your head all you want, but that will hurt it. If Matthew didn't tell me that it was a movie, I wouldn't even know. And if today was the first I'd seen or heard anything of it, I would have just kept scrolling. Because it didn't stand out to me.
It's going to be all word of mouth.
Exactly. That is going to hurt it. I think that if they had more trailers, if they had more advertisements, I think it would do very well. But there's nothing. There's literally nothing. Just to give you a comparison, I can't remember the specific date, but the trailer, the only trailer for The Creator, came out.
July 19th, I believe.
I think it was the 17th or 19th, one of the two. It was the 17th.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, because Paw Patrol's 29th.
Yeah. Fuck you very much. Anyway, the creator, the trailer for The Creator came out on that day, and has around 9 million views on YouTube, which is a respectable amount. The Saw X trailer came out in the later part of the month, and has, how many did I say?
19 million.
19 million.
Yeah, more than double.
Because they are advertising the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And it also has legacy to go off of.
Yeah. It's a no name.
I was even surprised that Paw Patrol only had like 6.6 million.
Yeah, Paw Patrol may actually be the worst. Your mic's back on, by the way, John.
Okay.
But The Creator is not going to win the box office. I think, well, I'm not saying Saw X is going to do it either, but I think that Saw X beats The Creator.
I think that's gonna. I'm starting to think now it's gonna be Saw, Creator, Paw Patrol.
Yeah,
agree.
no, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Because Paw Patrol is basically Paw Rangers. I mean, I don't know if have you seen the trailer?
No, but I don't have to. I know what it is. I know what the Mighty Pups thing is because of her sisters.
Okay.
I know what it is.
I'm surprised.
So-
I'm surprised it did well at the box office. I was very surprised.
So, John, please go ahead and tell me I'm wrong, and I will fucking body you worse than Dylan did.
Yeah.
I'll put my mic down, that way I don't
fucking
interrupt
tag
you.
team him.
Okay.
He likes that, though.
Okay.
He's got to get some enjoyment out of being bodied.
Okay. I respectfully disagree with you because two things. One, Oppenheimer didn't have a lot of advertisement either. And that movie is making bank. Over $800 million. So that's the first thing. Second thing is this. Box Office Pro projected that Saw X will make less money than The Creator. And in fact, it's in last place, just above Paw Patrol and The Creator. Because Saw X has a projection, I think, $35 million. Paw Patrol, I think I saw a projection, I think, $20 to $40 million. The Creator has a projection of $40 to $85 million. That's according to Box Office Pro. So just because there was little advertisement, it doesn't mean it's not going to do well. Example, The Flash did so many advertisements, and it bombed horribly. And there was lots of marketing, and it was badly. Same thing with Blue Beetle. There was little marketing to that one. Now, the blame goes to Warner Brothers in a heartbeat. And it's not even close. It's their fault that there was no marketing for this one. And the fact that Fox didn't do little marketing for The Creator, it's a smart move. Because it's an original sci-fi movie. Saw X, on the other hand, it's the property we've seen too many times before.
John, I'm cutting you off. Please mute his microphone.
Oh, come on.
Please mute his microphone.
Come on.
Oh.
I'm going to destroy you now.
Annihilate him. Take him out.
Dylan and I made eye contact during
Go
one
for
thing
the
that you
fucking
said.
throat. I can't put my headphones
You
back
brought
on.
Oppenheimer into this.
That's
and
the
said
Nolan.
it didn't have advertising, much advertising. Where the fuck were you whenever they were promoting it? Were you on social media?
At all?
Did you go to the theaters? Did you open your eyes a wink? I am befuddled. and offended because you completely disregarded Barbenheimer. Completely. Second thing. Just because a website tells you how much a box office is going to be does not guarantee that that's what the box office will be. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't that same website say that The Flash was going to do well?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the second fuck you very much. The third, you say that there's too many movies about the same thing, and there is a lot of them in the Saw franchise. How many Batman movies have there been? And TV series? How many times have we seen different Batman actors? How many times have we seen Superman? How many times have we seen Spider-Man? How many times have we seen any fucking superhero? How many times have we seen Chuck Norris in an action movie?
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mm-hmm.
And the superhero movies are making more money each time, pretty much.
Yeah.
Exactly. So please tell me again that there's too many movies whenever some of your favorite characters and some of your favorite franchises have more movies and more shows than Saw. And yet, the next time there's a Batman movie, whenever Batman 2 comes out, you're going to go and see it. Whenever the next Spider-Man movie comes out, whenever that may be, you're going to go see it. Whenever the next Superman movie comes out, you're going to go see it. So don't tell me that there's too many movies in the Saw franchise. Because I'm going to go and fucking see it every time. Rather it's Tobin Bell, and let's face it, Tobin Bell is getting older. I think he's 80, 81. He's not going to be doing Saw movies much longer. But that's the beautiful thing about Saw movies. Because yes, it is a lot of the same. There's a lot of the same traps. There's a lot of the same stories of new disciples coming in, right? But they weave different storylines. That's why I love Spiral. It's a different storyline. That's why I love Jigsaw. It might be more of the same to non-horror fans, but there's still a new storyline. How many times have we seen Batman's origin? How many times have we seen Spider-Man's origin? We've seen it so much, and yet we still watch it because we fucking love it. That is my hot take. Fuck you very much.
It's not even a fucking hot take. It's the fucking thing. It's not. No, like, Paul, winner. Bias aside, winner. No, because, no, you're fucking right. First of all, the projector, absolutely fucking wrong. John, the first fucking episode that I was back after Super Mario Bros. Succeeded and passed $1 billion fucking dollars, what was the first thing you fucking said about it? How does it feel to be so fucking wrong? Because I had predicted that it would have been one of the lowest scoring movies this year.
I don't remember that.
Yes, you fucking
We
do.
have
That's
it
fucking
on
bullshit.
audio.
No.
We have it on audio.
We have the evidence.
No, I tell you,
We have it on audio.
I tell you the truth. I don't remember saying the lowest scoring. I don't remember you saying that. You said the lowest box.
That
office.
was what our fucking thing was the first episode. What is going to be the worst performing movie of the year? Super Mario Bros. And Dungeons and Dragons was my guess. Barbie was yours.
Didn't I say Flash just to piss you off, Matthew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be right. I just wanted to piss you off.
John, the fucking issue. Dude, I could scream enough to be picked up. I'm letting you know that
And we
now.
got it all on video right here. In case all you listeners are listening to this podcast, we also have a YouTube video. Welcome. But anyway.
John, the thing about it is... Which, I can't hear myself anymore.
I turned you down too low.
Okay. The thing about it is the fact that anytime anything makes the projection of this is going to underperform or this is going to overperform, there is the chance that it's going to be fucking wrong.
So do you believe the weatherman every single fucking time they're like, it's gonna rain tomorrow? Do you believe them every fucking time? Or are you like, oh, it could. Or it could also not. Do you do that? Yes or no?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Okay, so yes or no if I say the weatherman's going to be correct on the weather predictions?
Yeah.
Okay, so every single time that you hear the weatherman go, this is what tomorrow's forecast is, do you fully fucking believe it every single fucking time?
No.
Okay, why can't you apply that here? Why can't you apply that here? Is it your fucking bias, which I had pointed out before, you have shown bias
Right.
in your projections?
Right.
Is it your bias because you don't like Saw as a franchise, or you just are not interested in the Saw movies, which is how it was with Barbie? You had no interest in the Barbie movie.
Right.
Is it that?
You
Or
ended
is it
up
the fact
liking
that
too?
Yeah, exactly.
And
or
I did
is it
enjoy
the
Barbie.
fucking fact
I did.
that you just are fully believing that creator is going to perform? Which is it? So can you not take a grain of salt with the box office projector the way that you do with the weatherman making his fucking projections? Can you not take the grain of salt with that? Firstly, secondly, is it your bias that's getting in the way of you? Is there a reason why you think that Saw is going to fail, aside from the random bullshit points you came up with? Because Paul hit it on the fucking head every single fucking point that he made. Same as I did with Barbie.
And we could all be wrong. Paw Patrol might clean up at the box office.
Yeah, exactly. You never fucking know.
You never know till that weekend.
I hope it doesn't.
The creator could do very well, or Saw could do really well, like Paul's predicting. You don't know till that weekend.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. It doesn't fucking matter which one does better than the other. It doesn't fucking matter.
As long as we go
what
support them.
What matters is that it's going to be a win for cinema.
Yes.
People are going to be going into the theater that day.
Yeah.
You're going to have sci-fi fans and you're going to have horror fans
Yeah.
going to the theater, and I guarantee those screenings are going to be packed. That is what fucking matters.
Right. Because nobody goes to the cinema anymore, and people need to support movies.
Exactly.
I mean, we don't know what happened in 2020. I mean, that was just a bad year.
Oh no, I have no fucking idea what happened in 2020.
Nobody knows, which we should never get into that. But tell you, you're right that people will go support different societies of movies. Absolutely, and you're right. I have no interest in this franchise. I have no interest in that because it's just not made for me. I'm just not a type of guy to actually like this kind of genre.
And that's the thing, John. It's not for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially the type of horror that the Saw movies are.
Yeah.
It goes a little bit more extreme than a lot of horror
Yeah.
movies.
And sadly, boo-hoo, not a lot of science fiction fans either. They don't like that type of genre either. So we got to accept that too.
Not a lot of science fiction fans are going to like the creator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
doesn't. The popular science fiction genre is fantasy sci-fi, which is Star Wars, Star Trek,
Yeah.
Dune.
I think that could also hurt this too, and why it's not going to do as well as other sci-fi movies.
Yeah,
You know, because
because it's
not,
outside the popular.
Yeah.
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 The only reason Interstellar and stuff did so well is because it's Nolan.
All I can say is we shall see how it goes, and we'll see who wins the box office here. We'll see how it goes from there, because the fact there's going to be 3 movies coming out on September 29th. Wow, that's like the Oppenheimer Barbie battle, and both films did well. It's made over $2 billion combined, which has never happened before in a long time.
And again, you know, the same thing with Saw X and the creator. It doesn't matter which one wins.
Right.
Just like it doesn't matter that Barbie beat Oppenheimer. Everyone with a sane mind knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
John.
matter which one.
Yeah.
It
I
doesn't.
know,
It
thanks.
doesn't fucking matter which one did better. What matters is both movies did really, really, really good and brought in a combined over $2 billion in the box office. That means a fucking assload of people saw a movie in a theater. That's amazing.
Because
So
nobody goes to theaters anymore.
Yeah. So to me, I do believe that Saw X is going to win that part of the box. I don't think it's going to be the number one that weekend.
Barbie probably still will be.
Well, Barbie did lose number one to the box office to his one other film. I can't remember what it was.
Well, now it's back up to number one again.
Is it seriously?
Really?
Blue Beetle beat it 1 week and then it went back up.
That's fucking hilarious.
Ouch.
But as I was saying, even though I believe, and notice I'm not claiming that
Right.
it's going to win,
Okay.
but even though I believe it's going to win, the true win is going to be that there's going to be people going to the fucking theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're revisiting this whenever the box office numbers are in.
Oh yeah. No,
Because-
abso-fucking-lutely.
Because John, and this wasn't even exclusive on your OnlyFans, Dylan and I, we fucking bodied your ass in this episode.
yeah, for fucking real.
Well,
For now.
oh,
I don't
for
think it's
now.
going to
it's
be
not
for
going
now.
to be for now.
No,
that episode is a review episode for these two movies anyway.
it is.
October 1st, it's going down. And by going down, we
Not
mean
like
you.
you're used to.
This has been our funniest episode, hasn't it? Okay.
No, it doesn't beat the Looney Bins episode.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that was
Looney
great.
Tunes. Sorry.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Do I have time for my big announcement thing? I know it's like 11:25 now. I mean, should I save it for the next episode?
I do have a couple things to say as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Aquaman trailer next week. That's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, just jump on them real quick before we do our superhero thing real quick.
Okay. Yeah, might as well just say this real quickly. Okay. So because of our success of the downloads and streams combined, which we are very grateful.
We're at 1156 right now.
Yes.
1156.
Which seriously, thank you so much. I'm humbled and excited that we got up this many downloads and streams. I'm thinking about doing a Cinema Simon podcast spinoff, a video game podcast featuring me, the host. So it's going to be all things video games, including video game movies and TV shows. Matthew, you can join me for that since you've seen The Last of Us and also Resident Evil. We can talk about Paul synopsis about the
We don't talk about that Resident Evil TV show.
not the TV show, no, just the movies itself if you wanted
Okay.
to. And it could actually be and also Paul, you enjoy video games, and Dylan, you enjoy video games too. I mean, you guys could be part of the episodes. You can join us for it could be Paul and me. It could be just me, Dylan, and me, or it could just be the three of us. But I'm having
There's 4 of us here.
Yeah. I don't think Matt was right.
Matthew is not much of a video game expert.
No,
He admitted. He actually told me that. So I'm the true video game expert here.
Oh.
Well, all three.
Oh.
Well, all three of us. Paul, Dylan, and I assume we can be video game experts too.
I was gonna say that's a bold claim for someone who
it
has
really
no
fucking is.
idea.
What I'm trying to say is, just like you and Dylan, whenever we're not watching movies and we're bored, we're gonna play video games. We're like, I'm in the mood to play a video game. So
We'll have to get some video of us playing Call of Duty for that.
no,
cannot
you
wait.
do not want to
Atrocious.
see my
Yes.
rage on the screen. No, that's
because
not gonna happen.
you thought that I buried your ass tonight, son. Ooh. I'm about to if you and I play Call of Duty, I will make you my bitch.
Oh, man.
And that's not a promise. It's a spoiler.
Oh! I had to admit, Dylan, that was a good one. That was a
Jesus
good one.
Christ.
That was a good one. Yeah, and yep, the Joker's laughing right now. All right, but anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm starting. The only problem is I'm having trouble figuring out what video game podcast I want to name. I wanted to name a Ready Player One podcast, but I don't know if that actually could work.
It's probably already taken too.
I told him it's probably
Actually, I looked it up on
Yeah.
Google. I looked
It
it
is
up.
copyrighted.
Okay. And I was thinking about saying, okay, maybe the Video Game Assignment podcast, but that's just not cool enough. So I got to think of a good name. So
Well, if it's a spinoff, it'll be the Cinema Asylum presents whatever the other one is, probably.
true, that's true. So all I needed to figure out is a good name, and then
Mind games.
huh?
Mind games.
Hey,
Mind Games podcast. Okay, let me go online and see if that name exists.
the
In
Cinema Asylum
order-
presents Mind Games.
In order for this to be a proper gaming podcast, if you're gonna have if you're gonna fucking have me on it, then you have to do a round of the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre game with me.
Ooh.
Have you played it yet, Dylan?
I haven't. I don't own it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of videos of it online. Yeah, it looks good. I like it.
It's not as good as Dead by Daylight or
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, but it is still good.
I will have to jump in and talk about No Man's Sky for a bit.
It says that the Mind Games podcast with Haley and Ronnie Watts that actually existed, but it's not a video game podcast. So
And if it's the Cinema Asylum presents Mind Games, it's not taken.
Yeah.
okay. That actually
branched under Cinema Asylum.
yeah. There you go. Okay. I actually like that. Okay, it could be Cinema Asylum presents Mind Games, the video game podcast.
Yeah.
We'll call it that. Thank you, Dylan, and thank you for that name. I appreciate that. That's a great idea on your part. So thank you for that. Okay, so the official name will be called Mind Games, the video game podcast. So it'll be coming very soon. We just need to come up with a sick track when we think video games and come up with a good logo and everything in between.
If it's not 8-bit, I will body you again.
Yeah, it has to be 8-bit. That makes so much fucking sense.
That's true. Yeah, we got to come up with a good 8-bit intro. So that should be good.
What do you have, Dylan, to announce?
I had 2 pieces of news, and then I had a PSA that we should have done these past 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, we never fucking did that. It just kept slipping our fucking minds.
Okay. But anyway, people, more information on that coming soon. All right, Dylan, go ahead.
Firstly, I want to do the news since it's not. Matthew, what do you think? Should I do the PSA first, or should I do the
Let's
news
do the PSA
first?
before we forget.
Okay, so just a PSA. We have reviewed a movie. I think twice on this podcast. Matthew, I think you did it once.
No, I have not seen it.
Somebody brought it up before.
It's been brought up, but John's the only one to watch it.
Okay, so John reviewed the movie. It's Sound of Freedom.
Oh, okay.
So shit has happened with that movie.
We will not discuss what happened.
We won't. It's really bad. It's involving one of the main people producing the movie.
Yes.
They are a bad person, and I just want to make it very clear on this podcast, we do not stand for child trafficking whatsoever.
Nope.
We don't stand for human trafficking in general.
Nope. That's true.
So we apologize for advocating for this movie and endorsing it. Should not have happened.
We
That
didn't
kind of
know at
slipped
the
by
time.
the radar. Our bad. We very much apologize for that, and we will take further action in the future to make sure that that kind of thing doesn't happen
Yeah.
again. So the news is, first and foremost, Haunted Mansion is coming to Disney Plus on October 4th. Still no fucking sign of a physical release. I'm pissed about it. I've been checking every single fucking day for a physical release, and it's not on there. It's not even on a not yet released state. It's not on there at fucking all. I'm really fucking pissed off about it. So yeah, that's coming to Disney Plus on October 4th. I'm excited to see it again, but man, I really wish that we had a fucking physical release date set where you could just pre-order it. I want the physical really bad.
I'm excited to watch Elemental on Disney Plus. I'm excited to watch that because I haven't seen it in theaters yet.
Well, keeping to the Disney Plus trend,
Hey.
Goosebumps is premiering October 13th, Friday the 13th, next month.
That's appropriate.
And there have been a lot more images released recently. I fucking loved them. There are, I believe, episode titles out
Yes.
along with those images.
Yeah.
Really, really, really excited.
They're going
about
to be
it.
2-part episodes. They're covering 5 of the books.
Yes. And I'm so fucking excited, especially since it has Justin Long on it. He's such a good
Ooh.
horror actor.
Okay.
So like, I think that he could bring a whole different thing to the show. Like I'm just really excited about it. There will be another thing dropping on October the 13th. I won't say what it is though. You'll have to check out next episode for it because I'm not going to steal John's thunder by making an announcement. Yeah. So there's something to look forward to next episode, and then 2 things on October the 13th.
And I want to say this real quickly. you did a podcast with your good friend of yours.
I did. I have a second podcast out now called the Alan and Mick Podcast,
Woohoo.
or as I jokingly refer to because of her last name, the Alan and Mick Podcast.
And I did listen to the John joke. That was funny. I will admit, that was pretty good.
I still can't believe you said Meacock. Just because you're obsessed with cock does not mean that that's how you say her name.
Keep it to your OnlyFans.
That wasn't true, viewers. That wasn't true. And also,
It
to
is.
the listeners,
He
too.
said it. He said it. It's on air.
It's true. It's true.
But anyway, Buddy, I was listening to the full episode, which I enjoy listening to podcasts in general. But that's very cool that you got to be part of it. I may have to go to another universe and join to another podcast with you guys for one of the episodes of that podcast.
Man, going to another universe, that must be really
That
fucking
and I
difficult.
meant to do that as a
It's just
joke,
about-
and it works.
One of us is like 50 minutes away from here. The other's about an hour and a half. It's not a different universe.
Well, yeah, true.
We could time travel though. Do you guys not know about that?
No.
No.
There's a place in it's 2 islands in Alaska and Russia.
Okay.
And
Okay.
ice freezes up over the 2 islands. It's like a 3-mile gap. In the winter, ice freezes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And you
Yeah.
can walk across in a 24-hour difference.
Oh man, I wish we could have a time machine, like in general, like for real. That would
Well,
be
you
so
can travel
cool.
24 hours and forward and or back in time with that, but it's illegal.
I'll be on board with that.
Take a chance.
Yeah. And
It's
by the
also
way,
cheating.
as we're keeping track of Matthew not putting more puns, we're at 35 minutes and 40
Oh
seconds.
wow! Yeah, I was wondering.
Congratulations!
God.
And we're gonna
should've
keep
kept
that,
that low bar.
we're gonna keep that numbers up until it's the end of the podcast, which
Someone's really longing for Justin Long in that show.
Yes, let's go. 184.
Oh, drag me to hell.
oh wait, he did a bad pun.
He was in that movie.
Okay. I was gonna. I was gonna
Okay,
say
I should say
83.
Okay, we're keeping the minutes going.
Well,
Good.
no,
That
he
was
just
kind of
made
a
one.
long-
Oh wait, okay, all right. So you survived for 35 minutes. So okay,
It was kind of a long shot.
Yeah, let's go.
What a barbarian.
Son of a buck.
185 and 84 respectively.
Oh, jeepers creepers.
Shut the fuck up. That's 85.
Do we have time for our main topic?
You really let that live free or die hard.
Seeing that
I
too.
prefer
186.
live free or ride hard.
Oh.
Let's go. Oh, everybody prefers live free or ride hard.
So yeah, let's just get into this real quick. Underrated comic book movies.
Okay.
Power Rangers 2017.
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
Drop the mic.
Yes.
Agreed.
No. That end of discussion. All right. Bye.
No, Dread 2. Also
Oh.
Dread.
Okay. Okay.
I have it on the list. Yes. Okay. Real quickly. By the way, the two of them are Batman movies, which mark your calendars. Batman Day, September 16th. Mark it on your calendars.
What Batman movie is underrated?
Yeah. That's
I'll give you two of them. And a lot of people say it's one of the best Batman movies of all time, and I agree. But it was a box office bomb. Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. It
It
didn't.
doesn't.
It didn't do well at the box
Do we
office.
have to body you again?
It's considered one of the
John-
greatest animated movies
Yeah,
of all
I
time.
don't think you understand what underrated is.
No, I do.
No, you don't. If you're saying that's one of the most like, if you're saying that people fucking love it, but it was an box office bomb, therefore is underrated. That's not underrated.
No, underrated is not a lot of. It has like a cult following. Not a lot of people love it.
Yeah, like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, it's very loved by a certain few people.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, I will erase that then.
Wait,
I will erase
you
that.
have
was on your
Batman
list.
Forever on there?
Huh?
What?
Yes.
What?
What did he say?
You have Batman Forever on there?
Yes.
Show us that fucking list.
And I'm
What?
Before you delete
The
anything else, you have
fuck?
a duty to fucking announce
Okay, let
this.
me see this.
Give
Let
it
me
to
see this
Paul.
quick.
What the
Okay.
fuck is on his list?
What the fuck?
Don't see the ones that are actually underappreciated. If there are any on there.
Batman Forever.
And I'll tell you why. Because it's not being talked about as a very loved Batman film. It's not talked about as much. Now, I want to see the Schumacher cut. I do want to see that cut. But whenever people talk about like Batman movies that doesn't get enough love, Forever is on that list. It's not a bad one whatsoever. Because a lot of people said that too.
Shall we move on to V for Vendetta?
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's on IMDb's top 200 of all time.
Even fucking cinephiles love it.
Is it talk about the best comic book movie though?
Yes.
Yes.
The Incredible Hulk 2008.
Okay.
It's
a little more
That's
justifiable, but still.
understandable.
Yeah.
that is underrated because it's
That one is
it's a
We're
weird
not,
one.
we're not
It's a-
arguing with you
it's a
about
we-
that
yeah,
one.
it's a weird one in the MCU because it's from Universal Pictures, not Disney.
Yeah.
It's not.
We
I-
agree on the Incredible Hulk.
I think for me, the Batman Forever and V for Vendetta, those are the ones that get me the most.
There are more on that list.
Dread is on there.
Dread is on there.
Okay. I had to take off the headphones, man.
Oh
Also,
come on!
the-
It can't be that bad for
Also,
the rest.
The TMNT movies.
Which ones?
It just specifies from 14 to 16.
no, the Michael Bay
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, I agree.
They're not being
Okay.
talked about as much,
Okay.
which
It's
I
Teenage
will,
Mutant-
which
it's
I
the
will
Teenage
admit.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
which I will admit.
Well, they're not as loved as
Yeah,
the other ones.
which I will admit.
I don't know as much about that franchise.
Yeah, I will
so-
admit this. I didn't think they were going to be good films because I was just thinking, "Oh, great! It's produced by Michael Bay," but they're surprisingly great.
A lot of people
Not
hate.
not perfect, but they're fun.
A lot of people hate them because it's not like the originals. It's very well loved by a few. Because those
But
are my
let's,
favorite turtle movies.
Let's talk about that one right there.
Well, which one?
The one that I just highlighted.
Oh, okay. I have a good argument on why this is underrated.
Hold on, before I put on the fucking headphones.
Oh, okay. It's not loved, but I personally think this gets a lot of hate, which is not deserved, and I personally love that film. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Hear me out. I love The Amazing Spider-Man. I do love the first one, but I prefer the second because I personally think the action in that movie is pretty fantastic. And I like the villain played by Jamie Foxx. I love that villain.
I can kind of see it. Like it wasn't. It didn't make it made a decent money, but not a lot of people liked it.
Right.
However, here's where you guys are wrong.
Okay.
No Way Home undid that.
That's true. That's true.
I feel like there was a lot of arguments in favor of Andrew Garfield before No Way Home.
Yeah.
Right.
But No Way Home showed that those movies are really important, and
That's
I feel
true.
like not just Spider-Man fans, but even just superhero fans in general will agree.
Maybe someday but that movie will go up when I watch it. If there's going to be Amazing Spider-Man 3 and that movie turns to be pretty great and that turns to be pretty great, Amazing Spider-Man 2, it will move up on the list.
We're all hoping there's Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yes.
He's saying that he's too fucking old for it, but Tobey Maguire got in that fucking suit for No Way Home.
Absolutely.
That motherfucker can return.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
He can.
let's not discount the fact that whenever Tobey Maguire filmed those scenes, he was the same age as Willem Dafoe was in Spider-Man.
Oh, good Lord. Wow.
That makes me feel fucking old. And
I
I'm
did
not
not-
even as old
I
as
did
Matthew.
not-
Shut up!
I did not know that.
Hey,
Man.
hey, Matthew, how's that hip replacement going?
Shut up!
Shut
I love how your
working
last
out,
name
or-
is literally Walker.
Shut up!
That should be 2 in the bank, just for the record.
I'll give that to you.
Okay,
87.
but anyway, but you're right. It definitely deserves a lot more love in terms of what No Way Home did, which is it's just a spectacular experience. It's so good.
That's why they call him the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh, good gosh!
88.
Ha ha! It wasn't
Going
me.
back to
I heard
Okay.
it's also
Baby.
pretty amazing.
You
187.
man.
Reset
But
the
yeah,
timer.
but I personally think Amazing Spider-Man 2, as of right now, it's underrated. But once it goes up, it'll probably get a lot more love.
When he's the best version of himself, he's also ultimate.
God fucking damn it, 188.
That
No,
joke,
actually-
that joke was not supreme.
I
There is a Supreme Spider.
You know what? I'm going to forget this whole time thing. It's all
I know what
screwed
the
up.
The time thing, you mean we're heading to 2099?
That was actually impressive.
Thank you.
I was trying to find a way to fit that one in.
180.
Let me get the two
You
more.
fucking punk.
Yeah,
Let me
that
get let me get the two more because it's already almost midnight.
89.
Okay.
I'm gonna put mine up to 29 because those jokes were superior.
We keep talking.
Oh.
We keep talking spiders, but if we keep this up, John's gonna make a Saucy Scarlet.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That's 190.
What the fudge are you talking about?
Ben Riley.
Scarlet Spider.
Anyway, moving on. Okay.
No,
You got caught. You got caught in a web with that one.
I
These puns are kind of venomous.
put that in the bag too.
191.
This
90.
episode is becoming carnage.
91. You guys are so fucking venomous.
I already said that.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
He said venom, not venomous.
No, I said
If
that.
it matters. Did you?
Yeah,
Oh no, I feel like
Oh.
we're all pretty symbiotic here.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I had to correct my
John,
course.
shut your mouth. You're not in this pun battle.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna make a pun. I wasn't. Gonna
Okay, go ahead.
John's about to be Mr. Negative.
Fuck off. Martin Lee was a
I don't.
dick.
I don't get that.
No, you don't. That's a great thing.
Yeah, good.
But no, I agree with Paul. No Way Home makes Amazing Spider-Man 2 no longer underrated, but
Yes.
appreciated.
Okay.
Yes.
I fully fucking agree with that. No, I totally see that.
Yeah.
People still don't like it,
Right.
but they're also fucking wrong. So
Okay. All right. 2 more to go before things get worse with the puns of Mr. Walker here.
I'm the kingpin of puns in here.
Yeah, I know. I know.
that,
I'm not counting that
no.
one.
Okay.
I'm not counting that.
Okay. Now this one
We're
here.
talking about Daredevil different.
Okay.
I
Now.
know he was in the game, but no.
Okay. Now this one is considered to be a great movie, and it was well received. But the thing is, though, it's not being talked about as like the great DC movies, and it's based on DC Vertigo comics. And I said this movie before, A Road to Perdition. First of all, I did not know it was based on a comic. I did not know that.
It was filmed in Indiana.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and also it's got my favorite actor in it, Tom Hanks, which he's brilliant in that movie, which is no surprise because he's Tom freaking Hanks. Paul Newman was also in it, I do believe.
So when Tom Hanks gets with his wife, is it the hanky panky?
Wow. Anyway. But yeah, Road to Perdition, it was not only a great comic book movie, but it also is a great mystery movie, and the father-son relationship is definitely the best part of the film as well. So I love the father-son relationship in that film. So Road to Perdition, I put that in the underrated. What is
Are
going
you
on over
jerking
there?
off over there? What are you doing?
I hit my leg.
Matthew, you're gonna have to.
Angel was
check
laughing
your
over
email
there
to
too.
make
She
sure I
could
can't,
hear that. Okay.
Please.
All right. One more in the underrated ones. Okay. Now I watched this movie I think 2-3 times, and for some reason they had this one as the one movie in this franchise that they do not like in the X-Men franchise, which I don't understand, and that is the Wolverine. Not Logan 1, not Logan in 2017, but the Wolverine that came out in 2013.
I could vibe with that, yeah.
I love it. I love the whole thing. And I don't know why people said the third act is dumb when they fight the whole robot thing. I love that scene. I love the whole film in general. I personally think it's a great, underrated comic book movie that deserved a lot more love in the X-Men franchise.
I remember enjoying it.
Yeah, it was. I've watched it once. It was good.
Yeah, but for some people say good movies with bad endings, and the Wolverine was on the list. I was thinking, no, it wasn't. The ending is great. And also, the way they set up Days of Future Past was brilliant. That was so good. When Professor Xavier showed up, that was cool.
Which one did you have in your list, Paul?
I didn't have time to make a list.
Oh,
I didn't
Yep.
find out that this was a thing until I was already at work and busy.
It's fine. I haven't made a list either. I'm just going off.
that's what I'm doing. I'm going off the top of my head. Like, do you
Yeah.
have anything off
I'm-
the top of your head?
I agree, Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I agree with
I agree with that too.
Green Lantern?
Okay, I can see it.
I didn't even bother to watch that movie, and I'm still
It's
not-
decent.
Exactly.
Why?
It's decent.
Yeah.
I liked it.
They made choices with it. But it
Michael
doesn't-
Clark Duncan That's the force of the average star. Gravity's a
Would-
B.
Would X-Men Origins count? I'm not sure
I'd
how
say
people
so.
reacted to it. I really enjoyed it, and I feel like I remember it getting really bad reviews.
I'd count it because I didn't really care for it. A lot of people didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I liked it.
Yeah.
Wasn't great, but I liked it.
Yeah.
not
The
the best- it's
CGI
not the
needed
best X-Men
CGI
movie.
needed work though. That
It's
was
not as bad as Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
well, yeah.
The downfall of Origins was just Deadpool. In my
Yeah.
opinion, that's what caught everybody up.
Don't
with Deadpool.
shut his mouth. Don't
should-
shut Deadpool's
that-
mouth.
If it weren't for that, I think that people would have had a very different tune with that movie.
Absolutely.
That was not Deadpool.
No. That was Ryan Reynolds trying to be Deadpool in a different generation. What's the best part is in Deadpool 2, Deadpool just killed off Deadpool. That was great.
Yeah.
Wait,
reset the
really?
timeline. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a post-credit scene.
In the
I don't remember
post-credit
that.
scene.
Yeah, because he also
we
goes
have to
kill.
watch it now.
He also goes to kill Hitler, and then he decides not to kill Hitler because
course.
Hitler's a baby.
I am not surprised.
He's like, oh, somebody made a boom boom. That's not for me to clean up. He's like,
Deadpool is so great.
he was like, man, if I stink that bad, yeah, I'd probably do exactly what you did too. No, it's good. No, like, check it out. Rewatch it. It's worth it.
And actually, I forgot to put this movie in the underrated list since you said Origins. I love X-Men Apocalypse. I love that one. That is
I agree with
underrated,
that.
and it's not even close.
I'll allow it.
And by the way, honestly, I have a hard time which one I love more. Either Days of
We don't
Future
want to
Past-
hear about your hard times.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get at.
You were gonna get at his hard times.
Oh, jeez, jeez.
No, that's Dylan's job.
Oh my gosh.
If it's a job, does that make Dylan a prostitute?
Where's the fucking money? You've been getting that
What I'm
OnlyFans money, and not giving me a
trying to
fucking
say
dime.
John,
is
are you gonna pay Dylan? Give that man his motherfucking paper.
I'm taking this for now.
hey, that's mine.
It's
Not till I
reparations
get
for now.
financial compensation. Pay me, or they suffer.
You already suffered enough having to deal with.
Exactly. You had to pay me for emotional damage as well.
Yes.
Not physical damage though. There was none of that.
Oh no!
I heard that's what
What
I
I'm
said about
trying to
Matthew, too.
say is the choice between Apocalypse and Days of Future Past. I love both of them, but I go back and forth in this one because I love Days of Future Past, but then I watch
Days of Future Past
Apocalypse
isn't underrated.
and then
No, it's not.
Days of Future
No.
Past. Days of Future Past is definitely not underrated. It's amazing. But what I'm saying is,
So why
what-
are you going back and forth on them?
Well, because I say to myself, I like Apocalypse better than Days of Future Past.
Are you
No,
just
I like Days of
are you
Future
just trying to tell us that you like going back and forth?
I thought that he liked going up and down.
Past? Oh, for God's sakes!
Inside to side.
I knew that he was a gamer. Up, down, down. That's what he loves.
Okay, he has a point. Yes, yes, not in any of the other things in general.
Right.
You can't go up and down the controls. Yes, but I haven't played one video game that featured a sex scene. Not once.
So you've missed out on a lot of good games.
You know what?
The Witcher,
The Witcher.
Grand Theft Auto, to an extent, depending on which one.
My parents would not allow me to play that
There was
game.
one in Far Cry, right? Far Cry 3?
I think so.
The only M-rated games I have played so far is Tomb Raider 2013. That's about it.
We know that you're all about Tomb Raider.
Well, on second thought, I did play.
Getting his tomb rated.
On second thought, I did play a bit of Batman Telltale games, and I do like the game so far.
He had it in uncharted territories.
I would count that.
I'll count that. Yeah.
This has already been nuts.
You know, I'll count mine
We
too.
know that you love
Mine's up to
nuts,
31.
John.
But yeah,
Call,
But anyway,
call him Indiana
but anyway,
Jones. He likes rolling
but anyway,
balls.
Apocalypse.
Oh.
But anyway, Apocalypse. It did not deserve to hate. I love the movie and I enjoy it. So there you go.
It gave us the best Quicksilver scene.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes. That scene is amazing. So
no,
good.
it was great. I hate the fact that he was sidelined in Dark Phoenix.
I still have not watched Dark Phoenix.
Don't.
I haven't even opened my DVD yet.
I-
It's still sitting on the shelf unopened.
Good. Keep it close.
I actually enjoy Dark
Genuinely.
Phoenix. I like that movie.
That's
a
something
Man,
lot.
I'm glad you could.
I
Because
like
that
that
was like
movie
the
a
one
lot,
superhero movie that I just could not enjoy.
I didn't care for that one thing which I won't get into.
That's
because
something
that-
John's
because
got to
it's-
learn about too, is keeping it close.
He's never going to learn. Wide open. Why are you lying to the audience?
Because because what he's saying is not true.
It is though.
This video thing is going to be great.
So, Paul, anything off the top of your head?
John.
That's not a movie.
No.
It will be on OnlyFans. Paul?
I'm at a loss for words.
Matthew?
So am I.
I obviously Power Rangers and Dread. I'd say the TMNT too, like John.
Yeah.
The 2014, 2016. Ghost Rider
First or second?
first.
I wouldn't count that as underrated.
I kind of count it. Not a lot of people enjoyed it.
I don't know. A lot of people really do appreciate Nicolas Cage to the point where they love him.
And we want him to return.
Yes.
Yes, that would be fucking awesome.
The two Fantastic Four movies, not 2015, the first two.
The one with Chris
Silver-
Evans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those two.
Yeah, we're gonna forget the 2015 one that existed. We're gonna forget that one. It's
You-
bad. It's really bad.
Don't.
I think I might rewatch it.
Oh.
Do it.
I thought
I-
you were going
I
to make
highly
another
Hey,
fun.
watch it.
hey, you do you. I'm never gonna watch it again.
We hear you're really good at doing yourself.
It was
Yeah,
fantastic.
oh, shut up. Oh,
You do you all the time.
I heard it was fantastic.
Oh,
Damn,
jeez.
194.
See, he's going up. He's gonna get the 200, folks.
Why are you obsessed with him going up?
Hold on.
Because I did say that he's gonna get up to 200 either for the next episode or during this
By
episode.
the
So
sound-
he's getting
by the
close.
sounds- by
He's
the
getting.
sounds of it, John. It sounds like you're getting closer to 200.
Oh no! Oh, God!
Oh no! You got any, Dylan, so we can wrap this up?
Hold on.
Yes,
I'm trying to
please.
find-
Because I'm pretty sure it's getting close to 2 hours.
Okay. Okay. Let me. And for stick. I'm trying to find.
I have a short film of mine that's underrated, and it pisses me off.
Recovery 2?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite short films that I've done, and it doesn't even have 300 views, and that pisses me off because it's so good.
Howard the Duck is underrated.
No, it's not.
It's a classic.
Thank you.
Okay. I've been building my list a little bit. Talking about Fantastic Four. I will defend that movie,
Which one?
the 2015 one.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
Son of a fuck.
Hey,
You're
mute
right.
him.
It's terrible.
Hey, mute him.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm glad that he's muted. I want to go back to June 6th because I actually talked about this in the group chat before, and I will read off the messages, including John's. I said, I'm upset to announce that I've changed my mind on Fantastic. It's a good movie, though it has its fair share of flaws. John replied and said, you should be upset. Fantastic is an abomination, which he's fucking wrong. Which I say in the next episode, or the next message where I say, John, don't take this the wrong way, but with your bad takes, you calling something an abomination doesn't hold a lot of weight. Besides, it's just pretty solid. Pales in comparison to the MCU, but it had a more realistic take, and the lead up to them actually getting their powers is both written pretty well, in my opinion, and it only makes the movie feel natural. It taking 40 minutes for them to arrive on the planet where they got their powers, and 46 for them to actually get it, isn't very far off from a handful of MCU movies that are applauded, and the movie only gets better from there. My only criticism is some portions in the writing, like the not-so-tongue-in-cheek references they make in the first half hour. It's solid, not great, but not bad either, at least in my opinion. And I will go to the end of the earth fucking saying that. Because I really did want a fucking sequel to it. I thought it would have been good. because a common criticism about that movie is the lead up to them getting their powers. Where everybody's like, oh yeah, they get the powers and then they have them for like 20 minutes. That's not fucking true. It's like a 2-hour long movie.
Right, you're back on, John.
Yeah, no, it's a good, it is a underrated movie. Again, it pales in comparison to a lot of shit that we've gotten.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it took the same amount of time for Captain America to become Captain America
Yep.
in his fucking movie. So that cannot be used as a fucking reason because a lot of people love First Avenger. No, it is a good movie. It only gets better after they get their fucking powers. Yes, they made some creative decisions that was a little wonky, but out of a lot of the movies that we've listed tonight as being underrated, they do too. So it is a underrated movie, whether you fucking agree or not.
Wonky decision like Thing being naked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know.
It does. It does.
No. Like it was a decision. So
I'll
there
defend
was
it
that one.
using only Miles Teller.
Yeah, Miles Teller was fucking great
He
in
was.
that role. I fucking love that part.
I like Miles Teller. He's a great
He's a gifted
actor.
actor. Yeah.
Shoot, Chronicles.
Yeah,
Or
Chronicle.
Chronicles.
Yeah.
He was in Chronicle.
No,
No,
I'm
no.
saying Chronicles underrated.
No,
Oh.
but Michael B. Jordan was.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Chronicle is criminally underrated.
Yes.
Man, I need to watch that.
You
It's
do.
fucking amazing.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
I
Yeah.
have it.
and also and
I don't want there to be a Chronicle 2.
No, it was perfect the way it was.
It's been announced that there's going to be. I
Are
don't
you
want there to be.
serious?
Yeah, there's going to be a Chronicle 2.
Clarifying question: is it a spin-off,
I
or is it
apparently
following?
it's going to be separate characters.
Okay, if it's separate characters, that's one thing.
are they bringing back
I
Josh
just-
Trank?
I don't want them to follow. Was it the brother or was it a cousin? I can't remember. It's
It
been a
was
while.
a friend.
I don't remember.
But the two were brothers, I think.
Yeah,
They were?
I think so.
No.
Okay.
No?
No, they were friends.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because Dane DeHaan's character was an only child. There's a reason why he was the only one taking after his mom.
Oh, yeah, Dane DeHaan was in it too.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm an idiot.
No. Like, trust me. Like, I get it. They acted like they were brothers. Like, they were super close. But like, no. I don't want a Chronicle 2. Like, I would like it if they did a Chronicle 2. I would like a follow up where, if they do end up going with a completely different set of characters, bring back the one guy. Bring him back. Have him be like, no, this fucking happened. You need to fucking watch out. Like, this shit can fuck with you. Like, that's what I want. I want a connection to the first one. I don't want a completely separate thing. I don't want
They
it
were
its own-
cousins.
They were cousins?
Yes.
Okay.
I knew they were related somehow.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. That's my bad. No, I don't really want a Chronicle 2. I'm not super interested. I think that the way that it ended with the first one, that could have been it.
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, I would love that. We don't need a sequel to it.
I just thought of one more. Punisher Warzone.
Okay, yeah. With Ray Stevenson, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, he's so fucking good.
Which we'll talk more about with Ahsoka next week.
Yes, absolutely.
We didn't get that episode done today, so it will be a 2-part episode next week.
Yes.
What you got a lot to say about that one?
I looked it up and I can't fucking believe it. In August 2021, a female-led sequel was officially announced by producer John Davis. It will be set 10 years after the events of the first film and deal with topics such as fake news and cover-ups.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not interested in that. That doesn't sound
Not
very interesting.
really.
Yeah, it doesn't sound as. The first one had magic.
Yeah.
It was special. This just sounds like an unnecessary sequel. Like, but we could be wrong. How many sequels came out even longer distances, like Top Gun, Blade Runner, and the sequels were good. But I don't think this is going to be.
You know, that's actually a good segue to my next movie. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
Okay.
I was gonna say because
super underrated.
yeah, because on the website, I think it was on. I can't remember what website it actually was, but when they made a list of underrated superhero films, that one was on the list.
Nobody talks about it. I didn't realize that was a movie until a couple years later.
Wait, what?
Spirit of Vengeance. I didn't realize that was a movie until a couple years
Oh,
after it
wow.
came out. You know, it's a fucking great
Underrated,
movie.
yeah.
No, it's fucking awesome. I love it. I like how they embellish more on the Ghost Rider's powers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they kind of retcon the entire. He can only feel the spirit's presence
Yeah.
when it's at night. I like that they went past that. Also, the flamethrower piss scene is one of the best fucking scenes in all of comic book movie
Yes.
history. That's one of the funniest fucking jokes.
Yes.
I think that was the scene where the little boy asked the Ghost Rider, "How do you go to the bathroom?"
Yep.
And then
that's-
he,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will admit, that actually is kind of funny.
It
I need to
also-
rewatch the Ghost Rider movies.
You gotta, especially that one.
I've
That
got them
was
on Blu-ray. They both came into work the same day on Blu-ray, so I bought both of them.
I rewatched it within the past year. It wasn't super recent,
Okay.
but I totally forgot that Idris Elba was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally
Really?
fucking
I
spaced
did
me.
not
Yeah,
know
no,
that.
it's like early Idris Elba.
He's like a bounty hunter, I think.
Yeah, like I think he had some affiliation with the spirit. Like I think he also had it at one point, and that he got rid of it. I can't remember.
Wasn't
correctly.
Donald Logan the first one, the guy who played Harvey Bullock on Gotham? Wasn't he like his manager or something?
He was in the first one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
He was like the manager.
yeah. He was one of the victims.
Yeah.
Um.
And then Eva Mendes.
Yeah. It also gave us one of the coolest power scenes in all of comic book movie history, where he takes over all this construction crew in this pit.
Yeah.
He takes over like an entire. I don't know what it's called, so I don't really want to call it by the wrong fucking name, but it's like a behemoth of a machine.
Yeah.
He takes over every fucking inch of that bitch. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
You could find that clip by itself on YouTube. It's awesome. You can. They've made Doom edits to that movie. It's great. Super underrated. Green Hornet, super
Okay, yeah.
underrated.
That's what the star Seth Rogen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had him. It had. I
Can't remember his name.
Yeah. Didn't he play Storm Shadow?
Yes, I believe so.
I'm going to feel real racist if that's wrong. I'm pretty sure it was him though. Well, he I'm gonna have to look that up. No, Green Hornet, super underrated. Nobody really liked that movie for whatever reason.
I enjoyed it.
Well, like I feel like some people wouldn't like it because, in contrast to the original Green Hornet, it's different
It's very
because
different.
because it takes a more comedic approach.
It's
to the
reverse
character.
Batman. The Green Hornet TV show was more serious, and the movie was more comedic. And then Batman 66 was more comedic,
Yeah.
and Batman's actually more serious.
Kato. Okay. I feel racist now. It wasn't him. My bad. It was Ji Chow. He was in Now You See Me Too? I can't remember that. Damn. No, Green Hornet was fucking great.
It
It
was.
has David Harbour in it.
I need to rewatch that again.
Elizabeth Banks is in it? No, Cameron Diaz. What
Yeah.
the fuck am I thinking of?
Cameron Diaz.
Well, both are
she's in
blonde,
it.
so.
Yeah.
Are you implying that all blondes look alike?
Hey, babe, you look like Elizabeth Banks.
So does John.
Shut up! Shut up!
Cameron Diaz, is that you?
I do not want.
Bridget Mendler, how'd you get here?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, can't you see her?
God dang it, you guys! I had
Well,
enough
you was
jokes
a
for
man.
tonight. Oi.
You guys hit the nail on the head with Dread. It's not a movie, but Swamp Thing is worth the
The
mentioning.
TV show?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's worth the mentioning. Toxic Avenger is a cult classic. Personally, I haven't made it all the way through
I haven't seen it.
Toxic Avenger, let alone its sequels.
I met Lloyd Kaufman and Toxie.
Man, that has so little meaning to me, and I feel bad about it.
Fuck you.
I need to watch them. Like, I
Finally, I'm
tried
not on the
watching it,
receiving
like,
end of that.
years ago.
Fuck you.
No, thank you.
Couldn't afford me anyway, bitch.
Ooh.
How much you worth, Paul? I got 10 cents. What can you do for 10 cents?
Take it.
Okay, I'm willing to pitch. That's fine. Deal.
No, I meant take the 10 cents.
Goodness gracious.
Man, no spit or nothing. What a ripoff.
If you don't use spit, it might feel like it's being ripped off.
No, I was trying to make a joke about that Family Guy bit where they invite a prostitute in, and Chris is like, "I got like $1.25. What can you do to me?" He's like, "I can spit on you," and she does, and he's like, "I fucking love you." Let's try to make that joke. No, would Suicide Squad 2016 be underrated?
Yes, yes.
No.
Yes,
No,
yes,
it deserves
yes,
the
yes,
hate
yes.
it gets. It
No,
deserves the-
no.
It is one of the most painful pieces of shit I've ever
No,
seen
it's
in my
not.
goddamn life.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I enjoy it, but I wouldn't call it underrated. It made a buttload of money,
Okay.
and Harley Quinn was the hottest female costume that year.
Yeah. Okay. Then I retract that.
Birds of Prey.
I would say Birds of
Yeah.
Prey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey, I would say.
That's
Birds of
great.
Prey was awesome.
That was great.
Fury of the Gods.
Yeah. I mean, it's just recent, but yeah, it deserves a lot of love. Absolutely.
Give it a couple of years. Come back. To
Yes.
that
Yeah.
one.
Okay, so yeah, we'll cut it off of Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 84?
Yes, I would say Wonder
Yeah,
Woman
I'll give
84.
it that. It's good.
I'd say overrated.
Ant-Man.
Really?
Nobody talks about Ant-Man aside from the character.
Oh, I watched that movie like multiple times. I love it.
It's a great fucking movie. It deserves so much more love than it gets. It's so overshadowed
yes,
by like everything
Matthew.
else.
Shut up, John.
People shit on Quantumania. People shit on Ant-Man and the Wasp. Nobody shits on Ant-Man, but nobody really talks about Ant-Man.
Dylan and
either.
I are the Ant-Man defenders.
Ant-Man and the Wasp was my favorite of the trilogy.
Yeah, no,
It
was
is
fucking great. I
do
need
like
to
that one.
rewatch Quantumania though.
I do too.
No, it was really good. I honestly, it was a solid trilogy. Not the best, but it was solid.
Guardians has the best trilogy now.
Oh yeah, no, that's the
Yes.
perfect comic book movie trilogy. Anybody that says otherwise is fucking stupid.
Well, not for perfect MCU trilogy. Dark Knight's still the best trilogy.
My personal bias says otherwise,
I know.
but that's my personal bias.
I know.
I say otherwise as well, though.
I
What
feel
what about
validated.
the
You
what
say
about
Tobey
what about the
Maguire, right?
What about the Tom Holland Spider-Man trilogy? That's also a great trilogy.
You say the Tobey Maguire
Yeah, but it's
Spider-Man
not
trilogy,
a
right?
perfect one the
I'd
way
say
that
that's
Guardians
one of the better
is.
ones, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Far From Home, though, I will say is underrated.
I love
That
Far
could
From Home.
be a hot take, but
That's interesting because a lot of people like that movie and it made $1 billion.
no, a lot of people don't like that movie.
That's really far out.
Really?
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, no, a lot of people don't like Far From Home.
Or Homecoming.
A lot of people say that it's one of the worst.
Oh,
movies ever.
shame on you, Spider-Man fans! Shame.
Yeah, no, it's Far From Home does not get a whole lot of love.
That's
Honestly, it
disappointing.
was an amazing Spider-Man movie. That's not even me making a pun. Like,
I've already used it anyway, so.
yeah, it's just fucking amazing.
It is.
Like you've
uh,
already used
It's
John.
great.
No Way Home is the best Spider-Man movie that we've gotten in the MCU.
Absolutely.
I'll cover my base on that.
Yeah.
But Far From Home is such a close second. If it weren't for the absolutely amazing cinematography in No Way Home, it would be Far From Home. Far From Home is just fucking amazing.
I'm very surprised because
I still gotta say, you're fucking stupid if you thought that Mysterio was actually a fucking good guy. You're fucking stupid. There were a lot of people that are fucking
I
sold on it. It's like,
know.
you've never picked up a Spider-Man comic in your life.
Or
You've
you
never
never watched
even
an animated series.
Exactly. Like
Well,
I don't
yeah.
want to like gatekeep, and that's not me gatekeeping.
what
Like,
a
you're a fan if you're a
shocker.
fucking fan.
What a shocker.
Shut up.
But yeah, I'm surprised because
I do too.
I looked up the Rotten Tomatoes and audience reception. There was a lot of like for that movie, but now it's not like. That's weird.
No, it hasn't been like this entire time. Like there is a following for that movie. There are people that like that movie.
He's
But-
really a vulture for those puns.
Shut the fuck up.
Ugh, we need to get out of here.
No, it's.
I need to get some sleep.
No, that was good. Matthew, I gotta be honest. I'm surprised you didn't bring it up.
What?
What is
Batman v Superman.
It still made a buttload of money, though.
Yeah, but it was really hated.
Ultimate Cut was not.
Ultimate Cut was not. I will give you that.
I
will rescind.
honestly don't consider it underrated because there are a lot of people that actually like that movie. The Ultimate Edition.
Yes.
And people actually did enjoy the theatrical cut until they changed their mind and watched the Ultimate Edition.
And there's one movie that I want to say, but the only reason why I feel like I would be able to say it is because the characters in that movie ended up being featured in a comic later.
And I watched that movie at least 8-9 times. I love it that much. I will defend that movie in a heartbeat.
You say at least, and every time you say at least, it's like those are rookie numbers.
Matthew, you watched a lot more movies than I do. I have to go to work and then I have to do other stuff.
I work too.
It's-
I've only seen The Dark Knight over 100 times.
I feel like John is kind of pissing off everyone tonight.
Would
that was not my intention.
would Dark Knight Rises count? Because I don't see a whole lot of love for it. Like again, like I'm not a big Nolan fan, but like I like
still
that
see a lot of
movie.
praise for it.
Okay. Well,
It's not as loved as the other two, but it's still really well loved.
then I will give. Then I will give 2 more.
Okay.
The second to last one is the one where they ended up coming out with comics for it later. I'm just gonna fucking count it because I think it's underrated as fucking hell. Ghostbusters Answer the Call. I've said it before that it is underrated. I just want to embellish on it a little bit. Or not embellish. I've used that word last fucking episode. And I was like, that's the wrong fucking... that ain't it. I want to expand on it a little bit. It's... I've said it before. I'll say it again. Paul Feig was a choice. I think that Paul Feig didn't quite work with Ghostbusters. But I think every single person that was involved in that movie did a great job. I think what they were aiming for with that movie was amazing. I think that we should get a sequel. I have ideas for a fucking sequel, which is even more based on the fucking comics. There's a whole fucking thing where they're like, where this guy starts like a rival Ghostbusters firm, where instead of trapping the ghosts, he permanently neutralizes them. He basically like scatters their like ectoparticles so they all mix and become this giant ghost above Manhattan. It's fucking awesome. They should do that with Answer the Call because they were just neutralizing them too. Like they were turning them into fine dust and goo. They could really play with that. And honestly, I would be the first fucking person in line for that. I think it'd be great. But yeah. And my final movie, left without comment, Morbius.
Yes!
Excuse me?
And that's all we have for this episode.
No,
Yes,
no,
it
no, no,
is.
no, 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 no,
Yes,
no,
that's
no.
all. Which
No,
one is?
turn off
Which
his
one is
mic.
John's?
You
One.
just said it's not. You said it's Haymitch.
I also said that you liked it when I lied to you. So I lied to you.
And that is all that we have for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Good night.
We will see you the next time.
Good night.
We have been the Cinema Asylum Podcast. You guys were awesome. Thanks for coming out. Good night.